Welcome back to my channel. My name is Caela, and today we're going to be talking about hearing aids and what my experience are wearing them, what they are like if you are experiencing hearing loss, kind of just like what I went through, and should you get hearing aids, should you not, kind of just everything and anything that you want to talk about experiencing hearing loss. So, I have worn hearing aids since I think I was 9, 10. I was in 6th grade. I'm guessing 10. I don't really know. If I said a different number before, it's because I'm just guessing. I definitely was in 6th grade. I remember because my first pair of hearing aids, they were exactly like this. They were the Oticon Safari because they gave me a bunch of stickers to put on it. It was super cute for kids. Loved it. I wouldn't put it on now, because now they like really upped their game with the jewelry for hearing aids, but this part was, one side was blue, like a baby blue, the other side was pink or red, kind of forget, but the ear mold was bright orange. So I did not know the word subtle. I definitely was proud and happy that I wore it. It's like some kids want glasses. I got hearing aids and I was just like, I am deaf. I am proud of being deaf, and I actually struggled a lot with that. As a kid, it's just when your friends are hearing and you're not, and then when you start getting older and starting to realize, oh, like maybe this isn't normal, maybe me not being able to hear is normal. And I actually had someone ask me about like an FM system or an amplifier. I did wear that all the way up until I had hearing aids. So I did go to public school and IEP, because I also had learning disabilities. And in the IEP, they had the amplifier, or kind of whatever you call it, where the teacher would wear like a microphone. Mine was a box. Then again, I graduated high school in 2017. So just imagine when I graduated elementary school in 6th grade, years back. So they had a box, and I actually wore headphones, which then had a string that was connected to a box where I just basically turned it on and off. Thankfully, I don't think they have that anymore, because everyone was asking me if I was listening to music, because iPods barely came out. It was such a big thing. So then when I got into middle school, more technology came out. And so I don't know if you guys can see it right here. So say I turn it on, right here so there's a little opening. You can attach a piece to it, to your hearing aids, that will go directly to the person's microphone. So instead of having to wear headphones in a huge box, I would just wear it. I'd wear it with my hearing aids, and the thing was so big, it was longer than my ear, and my negative takeaways from it was just how big it was. But I'm guessing now with technology it's not that big. But I don't know if you guys had this problem, if your teachers wore amplifiers or whatever it's called for you. They would never turn it off. They would forget. So I would hear all the gossip about the other kids. I would hear the gossip about the teachers and their lives, and then I would hear them having to go to the bathroom, and that was disgusting, and I would just like take it off. It definitely is helpful just interacting. It feels like more a one-on-one kind of thing, that you can just hear them and it blocks out everyone else. But with that positive comes a negative where it blocks out everyone else. So my parents really focused a lot on my socialization. Obviously as a kid you want to have friends and everything, and just kind of focusing on hearing is exhausting. It's so tiring. My brain was tired. I would have hearing breaks. So if you or your kids have hearing aids, definitely take hearing breaks and just be like, take your hearing aids out. They hurt my ears sometimes if I wear them too long. Just going from not that much and then going from a lot is just exhausting. So definitely take hearing breaks, and definitely, like, if your kid is just focusing, or you're focusing a lot in school, if it's you personally, try to have them do outside activities with their friends, play a sport, move around, exercise. That's how I kind of made it work because all my friends, we would play softball together and I wouldn't have to wear my hearing aids then. I mean, it became an issue later in life and I should have been paying attention, but yeah, it just kind of really helps me to, like, my parents were really great with, I didn't have to wear my hearing aids all the time. They left the decision up to me, though they did get really upset when I would stop wearing my hearing aids, so I stopped wearing them for a long time, mostly because when I was active in sports, hearing aids have evolved. They evolve every year. So when I was younger and I would play sports, they would have like a cover for this that's supposed to be like water resistant, not waterproof. And I would sweat so much, it would turn my hearing aids off, or there's just like feedback and kickback when I'm playing sports because like when I move, like my hearing aid couldn't pick up the wind and then they would pick up like sound I didn't need. So that was a struggle. But now that I'm an adult, I do find instances that can get a little scary. So if you are an adult and you've finally took the leap and it's just like, I can't hear anything, and your audiologist suggests hearing aids, there is some safety aspects of not wearing them. Like the other night, I was in bed and I was watching something on my phone, so I had my back to the other way. My boyfriend was playing on his computer and his friends came in. I didn't realize it because I couldn't hear it, and it took me a good like 10 minutes to realize that someone else was in the room talking. And that's not a dangerous situation, but it can be if like I'm walking at night. I look behind me a lot because I can't hear people's footsteps. But I know that I always kind of talk about like, don't wear hearing aids, I hate hearing aids. I have videos on why I personally don't like them that much. But then again, if it does help you, definitely wear it. It's just such an adjustment for me. Adjustment? I don't think that's a word. It takes a while to adjust. And for me, I just never adjusted. But it could also be because my parents were really open and being like, if you want to hear, then you're gonna have to wear this. If not, it's up to you. Which I liked, but then at the same time, now I don't wear my hearing aids and I definitely should. So yeah, just hear my hearing aids. These are great starter hearing aids. I know there's a lot. You can actually try out hearing aids now, which is so cool. That there's just some like that go in the ear, you can't really see behind. But at the same time, like if you're gonna be deaf and you're gonna be wearing hearing aids, just own it. Just like at this point in my life, when I was younger, I was so embarrassed. But it really helps if I was younger that I'd have like jewelry hanging off of it. They make really cool stuff now. But yeah, if you're kind of struggling with what hearing aids should I even start wearing hearing aids? Is lip reading enough for me? It's not. And there's new technology every year. So yeah, thanks guys for watching. I'll see you guys next time.